dead bees because I knocked all the dead bees out the other day. This is the bottom.
Okay, now here you can see this comb. That's where the drones, the male drones, the bees build the male comb underneath with my new system. That's why one of many reasons why I have the drop down bottom that you just saw before. That's also good for me getting the dead bees out rather than them having to carry their own dead out. And again, an advantageousness of it is these comb right here at the bottom are the male drone cone. And instead of the bees taking up space for the brood and the honey, they just built it at the bottom.
Well, we have it set up. Now I'm going to powder sugar them. We have powdered sugar inside our filter. That's actually throwing a good smoke amount. You know what I'm saying? It's not smoking.
Yeah, it's quite finely dispersed.
Yeah,
seems to me.
I think it's floating up there. And that is how we powder sugar our bees. And they're nice while doing it. They do not bite us. They're not harmful. Voila.
What's up, C4? I'm showing my mobile apiary in action. How I took care of the bees and all the reasoning behind the inventions and innovations I added to the bee system that changed from the length cloth system to the system that I have right now. And that's powdered sugar.
Damn, I can taste it.
Because I discovered that if the bees are cleaning themselves, they don't want to sting you. And of course, you can see all the bees flying out because they eat the access. They always love it when you open the bottom up.
I'm
Notice
backing
how I am
away.
not being molested at all.
I, however, am backing away.
That's my partner. He didn't trust the bees as much as I did. He didn't have a good relationship with them. His trust factor in nature and critters isn't as good as me.
Them out.
And there you see, I actually help them by lowering that bottom part. I can pull the dead out that they don't have to.
Close it back up.
There's so many ways that the system helps the bee be more productive and happy.
They open from the inside because of this, so I'll do that later, but I'm going to powder sugar them.
We had issues with the tire. You know, it's a proof of concept prototype.
Now we're going to go to the other side. Again, no suit, no aggression. Several different species of bees.
Yeah, there's the Italian bee, the Russian bee, several different types of bees.
Powder sugar them a little bit up first after smoking them so they're not too aggressive to you. Now you let the live ones out.
My boy's backing up.
Now you see the dead. You want to scope in on this where you can see the dead? Yes, use the scope.
Yeah, we'll use the features of the camera.
He's going to zoom in.
We need to clean out the bottom.
That's me knocking out the dead. So the bees don't have to bring their own dead out.
Powder sugar.
My partner really, he never got over his fear of bees. And you see the wine cork there. That's how you fill the hole. There's 3 holes depending on the size of the hive.
And we just cleaned the dead, cleaned the inside of the hive, took care of all the parasites that were going to be hanging out there, powdered sugared them while in front of the hive, not aggressive.
Yeah, and I am actually doing this all in front of the entryway, and every beekeeper out there will tell you don't do that because the bees will sting you.
See, very active.
That just shows you they don't take care of their bees properly because the system they have. And you should be able to see all those little dots flying around behind me. There's like tens of thousands of bees flying around right there.
As you see, a whole bunch came out non-aggressively. These guys don't have too much dead, but I'm going to pop out the dead.
And actually, that right there, I should never have done that, and I need to change that system up because the banging could actually aggravate the bees and get them
Come on out.
get them pissed.
Come on out. You.
They never did because I took care of them well.
Out. Okay. And these guys here, again, because they're on the inside, we'll do that later. This is just a demonstration. And if you want to zoom in, you can see the bottoms, and you can tell what they've been munching on in their hives.
And that's all of the stuff that in the Langstroth system stays inside the hive that the bees have to crawl over. And that's why they have unhealthy hives. And you can see right there, the bees don't even go near that stuff. It drops out, and boom, it's over with. They don't have any other issue with it. Now I'm going to get another video. Hold on here. Ah, shit. What's that other video? Here it is. Let me jump back over to StreamYard, present, share screen. And here is another, let's see, where am I? I've got too many damn tabs open. Okay, I'll just leave it like that so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go.
About this system, we have it in open configuration right now. As you see, bees are still bringing in honey. Not honey actually, but what will be honey. Pollen in there. Lots of activity. Fold the wings down on the side. It helps protect from wind and also in mobile transportation. We open the top up, give ourselves room to get inside. And we have a unique entry system here.
It's like a ship's
You enter into a
gangplank.
pretty bee-free zone. As you can see out here, there's tons of bees flying around. Tons of them. There's 1, 2 flying around in here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how, well, we take care of them like everyone else takes care of them. Come in here. And as you can see, our bees, because the system we use, our bees are so cool with us. We don't even need to mess around. These guys here are doing good.
And this is me performing a health and welfare check.
Check this hive out. And as you can see how I turn around, what I do is, oh, these guys here look like they're doing real good. We might have to get some honey off these guys. It's November 4th. Come on. Maybe I should have brought my hive tool. These guys here are really rocking the Casbah. Look at this. Ooh, get a good glimpse of this one.
A lot of honey for that one.
Look at these babies go. This is the honey super. These babies are making honey for us right now. Isn't that just lovely? So I'm going to leave them alone because they're looking kind of busy right now. Come on, get back up in there. I don't want to squish any of you guys.
Yeah, I always made sure not to harm any single individual bee.
So let's see how these guys are doing. We got several on the top here. As you can see, this is double with no honey super because I don't know why we don't have a honey super on these, but we don't. We will. It's all good. The bees are thriving. As you can see, they're loving their life.
That's the brood box, right?
And again, if I wanted to take this box off, all I would have to do Get out of there, babies. Get out of there. Don't want to squish you. Go back, back. All I would have to do is pick the box up, turn it around, and set it here. This motion. Very easy to maintain. As you can see, the bees actually love this system. I have yet to be stung. And if you want to take a look at this, I'm actually pushing them back into their hole so I can not hurt any of them as I put the brick back on top. There we go, guys. And the bees love this system where the hot air gets shot out here, cold air, cooler air comes in through here. This is our internal.
Yeah, the system I invented had a natural ventilation,
Comes
colder
in
from the
this way,
bottom,
self-help
hotter
cleaned
from the top. It's another reason why the bees were so happy.
Nothing needing to be cleaned out right now. The cooler air comes in through this bottom.
And if you notice, let me go ahead and stop.
And they regulate up to 5 to 6 degrees.
Right here, you see where it says BEES? Well, underneath the S, that's where the opening is. The dynamics of airflow, right around where the 2 E's are where most of the bees are. And the top where the bee is where the honey super is. So you have a heat of 101 degrees right here, small opening at the top, opening at the bottom. Natural airflow is going to pool air like a natural air conditioner through the hive, keeping the hive cooled down to around 100 to 101 degrees temperature. Another innovation of having an open screen bottom.
Degrees temperature, and comes pushing out here with the wind not hitting.
I totally forgot about that.
Sides. Perfect system for bees. Thank you for watching this video. More to follow.
All right, then there we go. Stop sharing. Let's see, got that one, got that one. Let me get over here, see if I have any other videos. I know I used to do a lot of videos on my bees when I was doing my studies because I wanted to document it and whatnot, but apparently I didn't save a whole shitload of them. And looking through my collection, I would say I did not save a whole bunch of them. But I'm glad I was able to save those too anyhow. Gives you a better understanding of the working of the system. Oh, here's an interesting one. I don't know how long it is. Okay, 3 minutes. We can do this one. This is basically the secrets of bumblebees and the C sound they make when they flap their wings. They land on a flower, they dislocate their wings, flap them again. It makes a C, high C sound, and that actually explodes the pollen nodules to where they don't have to get inside the flower to collect the pollen. It's kind of cool. There's a lot to these little suckers. Okay, let's go as full screen as possible. That was not full screen. So let's see what you guys are seeing here. Let me take this one. Nope, that is full screen. So we'll just play it.
This buzzing is a secret password, the key to a lock. What this bumblebee is after is pollen. Bumblebees eat pollen. It's high in protein. But the flower doesn't want to give it to just anyone, so it hides it away in those bright yellow anthers. For a flower, that's unusual. Most flowers keep their pollen on the outside of the anther, which is the male part of the flower. Pollen is basically sperm for plants. Most flowers make sugary nectar too. They use it as bait to attract bees and other pollinators, which get coated in pollen along the way. And since bees are messy, they inadvertently scatter some of that pollen onto the female part of the next flower they visit. That's how most flowers have sex.
Sex education, floral sex education 101.
But this type of flower doesn't offer nectar. The only way to get to its pollen is through those tiny pores at the ends. But the bumblebee knows just what to do.
This is so cool.
It wraps its legs around the flower and bites down on the anthers, that male part of the flower. See those wings shaking? Normally, the bumblebee uses those powerful muscles to flap its wings. That's what makes the buzzing sound when they fly. But here, those muscles vibrate its whole body, so hard and fast that it makes a louder, higher-pitched buzz. This vibration shakes up the pollen trapped inside the anthers until it spews out all over the bumblebee. It's called buzz pollination, and you don't need a bumblebee to do it.
Yep.
A tuning fork will do. The bumblebee grooms the pollen down into sticky sacs on its legs, carries it back to the hive. Only a few types of pollinators, like bumblebees, are capable of buzz pollination. Honeybees can't do it. This field is kind of a free-for-all. Think Las Vegas buffet. Tons of food, but long lines. Lots of competition.
Tons of different types of
Buzz pollination is more like a private club. By only permitting pollinators that know the secret knock, the flower ups the chances that its pollen will end up on flowers from the same club, the same species. The bumblebee? Well, sure, it has to work a little harder, and there's no sweet nectar. But it's a reliable pollen stash that almost no one
He's
else
cleaning
has
his
access
tongue right
to.
now. That was his tongue.
Tomatoes, potatoes, blueberries. All of these need buzz pollination to reproduce. Much of the food we eat owes its existence to that buzz.
Pollinators are cool as hell. Lots of different. Anywho, let's get you guys back to your lives. I just wanted to show you some stuff about pollinators, since I've got like several years worth of studies onto it, and I've got video documentation and documentaries on it. I figured I'd share some of the information I have on it. So that'll be it for this evening. A little short stream. You guys have a nice night. Appreciate you showing up. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Be kind, helpful, and grateful. And buy yourself some silver, platinum, and some crystallized osmium. It is not financial advice. It's sound advice. You guys have a great evening, and thank you for showing up.